Hey, what's going on YouTube, bro? This is your favorite man, Mr. Ty Grants, coming back to you guys with another video. So today, I want to tell you guys crazy how the universe works. It's kind of about dating. And I've been doing a lot of videos on dating, stuff like that coming up soon. I'm gonna do a lot more content involves relationships, dating, and stuff like that. So if that's something gets into, like, comment, and subscribe. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something today because it's fascinating to me, the story I'm going to tell you guys. And it really says that anything in life can happen. You know what I mean? And for any of you guys out there that believe that, maybe your time has shipped or went, sailed on a previous relationship, or maybe you had a friendship with someone in your life many years ago and that, like, you might not ever reconnect. It's possible. You know what I mean? So when I was in high school, I'm not going to give out her name, but there was a girl that I liked. She was tall. I was tall. We used to hang out in the same group of people. We used to have the same friends. And this was about 16, 17 years ago, guys. It was a while ago, right? And at that point of our lives, we were, kids, little teenagers. I think I was like 15. She was like 14-ish. And we liked each other, right? And our group of circles, it was like, it was her and her two girlfriends, and it was me and my two guy friends. And I think that they all kind of knew we liked each other. So they were kind of like pushing it, like, oh, like, you guys should get together. So one day, I go over to ask her out or whatever. We hug. And we had, like, if you want to call it a relationship, like a week romance. It was something very brief, and that was it. Like, it just fizzled out. Like, I don't think I was in a place in my life where I really knew what I was doing when it came to dating or anything like that. So I don't really ever really count it as a relationship, but I always did like her. You know what I mean? And I knew she liked me, obviously. So it fizzled out. And after that, it just fell off. We went our separate ways. Life happens. I graduated. She was a grade below me. So all that happened, right? Time moved on. Years passed, years passed. Didn't hear nothing of her. And then I had her on, on Facebook and stuff like that. So I would see, like, pictures of her when she finally went to college and stuff now and stuff like that. So, I saw little pictures of her living her life and all that stuff, but I was living my life, things passed. And like I said, years started flying by, years started going by. And, living my life, she's living her life, we're meeting different people. Yeah, I thought about her all the time over the years, thinking, like, oh, I hope she's doing well, I hope she's having a good life. Like, you think about people from, like, your high school years, from time to time, just hope they're doing well and great in their lives, right? But I never thought, like, we would reconnect. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, right? Like, at this point, it's been like 10 years, 10, 11 years. So I would say maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember how it started, but we reconnected. Um, I'm not sure how exactly it was. I think maybe I saw her somewhere or something, and then I think I messaged her. I think I saw her out in public one day, and then I think I messaged her online and said I saw her or something like that. And we got to talking, and now we are full grown adults. A lot of life has happened, and this is like about 10 years since I last really talked to her, hung out, and since that whole thing happened before. So it was so weird, like, it was like a surreal moment because this part of my life, this chapter of this person, I thought, never gonna see them, and I was okay with that. You know what I mean? I didn't think nothing of it. So we ended up meeting up. Like, well, first we're talking, getting to know each other and stuff, and it's cool. Like, and I think that back then, I think we just liked each other, but we didn't really know each other. Like, we didn't really talk or communicate. I was a very shy guy. She was a very shy woman at the time. And I think that we didn't know anything about each other. We just kind of liked each other. You know what I mean? And so we got to know each other. we ended up going out. We went on a date. We went and seen Spider-Man's No Way's Home, I think it was. And it was great. Like, it was great. And it was crazy because she got to know a lot about me. And like, we talked even about, back then when we were just kids. Like, she's like, I didn't know nothing about you. And I was like, I didn't know nothing about you either. And it was like, it was so cool to me because never in a million years I thought we would reconnect and actually get to know each other. You know what I mean? And we started talking, getting to know each other. She's like, wow, like you're a cool person. Like I didn't know all these things about you way back then. And like I started talking to her and she was telling me all things about stuff about high school when we went together. I had no clue when I was hanging out with her at that back then that she would go through. You know what I mean? And I learned a lot about her. And we had a great, great a few encounters. Like we hung out after that a few more times and they were great. It was amazing. Um, and then it kind of fizzled out again. You know what I mean? Wasn't bad terms or nothing like that. I think she just got a little busy and I was respected, but I just gave her space. You know what I mean? But it was nothing bad. Weren't official or nothing like that. But my whole point to the story was anything is possible, anything is achievable. You know what I mean? Even things like this, sometimes people might be gone out of your life and it's very rare, but it's possible. They could pop back up in your life 10, 20, 30 years later. You know what I mean? Like this woman that I liked when I was 14 or 15, I never kissed her back then, even though we were together. And I got to kiss her. Like, I never thought that I would kiss her many years later, right? So it puts a smile on my face and it's just reminds me of anything is a possible, anything can happen in life. You might not see it one day and then the next day something new might just pop up in your life and you gotta take it, you know what I mean? And I think that the experience was great. And I don't know what she's doing nowadays. I haven't talked to her in like 3 or 4 years, but it really put a smile on my face because it gave me some kind of closure on that part of my life. That part that I always kind of wondered, like, damn, what if we got to know each other? You know what I mean? And it gave me some kind of closure in my mind. And I wish nothing but the best for this person. And I know she wishes nothing for the best for me. And it just goes to show that anything is possible, anything can happen in life. So if there's someone in your life that you think about from time to time, maybe it's been 10 years, I don't want you to get stuck on them or cling on to them or never move on. Move on with your life. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible one day they can pop back in your life or someone that you lost, like a friend or anyone, any kind of relationship, they might go. Who knows? Maybe 15 years from now, 20 years from now, you can bump into them at the grocery store and just reconnect. You never know. Um, that's the beauty of life. We never know what's next. So with that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, please. And thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way to the end and into the next video, this has been your man, Tyreek Rants. Peace.